Hey everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Relax.Cut.Glue. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys here with me today. So today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be finishing my last doodle in my composition notebook. Last year, I grabbed one of my half-sized composition notebooks from Walmart, and I decided that I was just gonna keep it by my recliner where I do my resting, and I was gonna just doodle. I pretty much have doodled every single day for months, and if not every single day, very close to. And you know, a lot of times when I'm sitting over there and I'm doodling, it's I do it for a couple of reasons. One, when I need to rest, it really annoys me and I hate it. I actually hate it. And I need something to do. And I wanted something that was easy to do in the living room while I'm sitting there. And doodling is it. And I love to keep my hands busy. And it also drastically improves my anxiety. It calms me down. It relaxes me. So I really love to doodle. And I believe there's 100 pages in these composition notebooks. I'm not sure. So these are just, you know, random doodles, neurographic art, things I do while I'm sitting there. The lighting's not great. Sometimes I mess up, so I just skip the page and start over again. And it's not that big of a deal. In fact, one page I hated what I did, so I just blacked it out with a Sharpie, and I'll go over it with like a white or gold Uniball pen and draw something else. So, and some of these in my book here are colored, some are not. And I went through a phase where I did a lot of black and white. I'm just drawn to it, and I can go back and color them later. I mean, some of them I have gone back and colored. Some of them I color right when I'm done drawing it. And some I'm just going to leave black and white. But yeah, I have a lot of fun with this, and it feels like the paper, I don't know, putting the marker on composition notebook paper is like the paper feels all crunchy, and I don't know, I love it. I was considering using this as a glue book when I was done, you know, and just kind of using my doodles as a background and gluing on top. But I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, this isn't like, I have sketchbooks for like when I really want to like make some art or something. I mean, this is still art, don't get me wrong. But this is just, you know, for fun, honestly. And I've really enjoyed doing it. So if you're a Glue Crew member, you've seen a lot of these doodles because I share my doodles with the Glue Crew. And I've started to share a couple in my Facebook group as well. But yeah, this is so fun. I cannot believe this is my last page in this book, you guys. I have filled every single solitary page. I mean, that's kind of a lie. Some of them I abandoned halfway through. And what's actually really interesting is sometimes I'll flip through this just for funsies, and I will go and finish or fix ones that I've abandoned or messed up on. So yeah, several of these you would never even know that I messed up because I've gone back and like fixed it and finished it and all that kind of stuff. So, and I don't know, at the end of this video, I'm going to do just a really fast flip through of this book, and you will see how many circles I've drawn in this book. I'm obsessed with drawing circles. And I used to make sure that they were totally perfect, but now I kind of like it when they're a little bit wonky. Today I was having problems with my hand, and you'll see a couple times I have to shake my hand out and I pop my hand, and I'm a chronic finger popper. I know. I've been doing it since I was in grade school. I remember exactly when I was taught how to do it. I was on the playground at recess, and I've been addicted to popping my body parts the rest of my life. But you also have to remember, I have always been in chronic pain, and I don't know, it gives me just that small second of relief when I do that. I also have very stretchy ligaments and joints, so my bones and stuff kind of, they need to be popped regularly because I pop in and out everywhere. Anyways, I digress. Why am I even talking about my ligaments? Like, who cares, right? Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm so random. So while I was finishing up this doodle, I was watching Silence of the Lambs, one of my all-time favorite movies. I can recite it word for word. I know. I'm a creep. My mom hates those movies. She thinks they're disgusting. I love psychological thrillers. Those are my jam. It's a super nice day today. It's super windy though. I took Xena for a walk this morning and I thought I was going to die. You know, when you have like eat some ice cream or like a slushie or something, you get your brain freeze. I had brain freeze from the cold wind hitting my forehead. Why I wasn't wearing a hat, I have no idea. I guess I'm insane. Yeah, it's super cold and I could not wait to get back. I was not a fan at all. It was so windy. I hated it. But she did really good. We had a good time. In fact, there was this lady who had a running leash on and she had 2 dogs that she was running with. And I thought for sure Xena was going to go crazy because the dogs are running. And Xena is very fast, and she loves to run. She didn't bark or anything. And one of the dogs kind of started barking at her and she did good. She did really good. She didn't even bark back or anything. I'm so proud of her. So proud of my girl. She's a sweetheart. Yesterday we let her, I was outside with her and she got all excited and started doing the crazy dog run, you know, where they run around all fast throughout the yard. My grass is tore up from that girl running around. Bob's having a heart attack, but yeah, she went nuts. And then when she came in, we had to wash her paws because it's been so wet and rainy and snowy that our backyard doesn't get a ton of sun during the day. And quite honestly, we haven't had much sun. And so her feet got all gross. But she had fun and she was panting. She was so tired when she was done. Like, that's the way to go. Take her outside and have her run her little tushy off. I think you can probably hear Sherman. He's in here sleeping. That's his thing lately. He's been wanting to be in here with me. Xena's in the living room sleeping. That's her thing. Unless there's an airplane, then she comes flying in here. So when I do the kind of doodle that I'm doing right now, I have like 4 different patterns that I'm repeating all the way around. And the reason why I keep stopping and looking at it is I'm looking ahead to see what pattern I want to put where so that I don't have the same pattern back to back, if that makes sense. And sometimes I have to look at the spaces I have left and say, if I do this pattern on this one, then that means I'll have to do this pattern on this one and then this pattern on this one. Will it still line up and be good? So that's why I do that. I kind of look ahead and kind of see where I'm at. I did this, there's another one I did, there's a few of them that I do like this, where each little thing is like a different pattern, kind of. Also, with this book, I have, I didn't show it, but, because I took it out, but I have a black, actually it makes a small appearance, but then I realized you couldn't see what I was doing, so I took it off. I have a black piece of cardstock that is just slightly bigger than my composition notebook, and I slide it in behind whatever I'm working on because I like to use permanent marker. That way it doesn't go through onto the page behind it, if that makes sense. So I keep that in there behind whatever page I'm working on. And then I also have another piece of paper that like a smaller square that I put under my fist when I'm drawing so that I don't smear my ink and stuff. But I did just order like a pen glove. It's the kind of glove that goes over kind of the side of your fist and your 2 fingers so that when you're drawing, it protects the paper because you're not smearing from your moist hand or whatever, you know? So yeah, those are the 2 things I keep with these. And then the pens I'm using a Sharpie fine point permanent marker. And I'm using, what's this one? This is one of my favorites. It's the Paper Mate Flare in medium. And then I'm using another Sharpie pen that is, it just says Sharpie pen, but it's like skinnier than the Ultra Fine. So those are my three. Those are the three that are sitting right there. Those are my main 3 pens that I use. I mean, I have other ones too, but these are the 3 basically that I use on the regular. I also have micron pens and other permanent markers that I bought for my doodling. I even tried some permanent markers from the Dollar Tree. Not a fan. I bought a pack where it had like a red, a blue, and a black. They had hardly any ink. The blue one didn't work at all. There was no ink in it, and it was a bust. So I'm not buying my markers from Dollar Tree anymore. But you know, permanent markers are so inexpensive. Go to Walmart or whatever. And I love pens. So every time Bob and I go to a store, I always have to look in the pen section, see if there's something new I want to use or if something's on sale. These, what are these? The Papermate Flare in medium. I buy packs of just like, I don't know, 6 or 8 black ones at a time because I go through those a lot. You know what's crazy is I really sped this up, and look how slow I'm still going. I work really slow when I'm doing this. And you know, it's funny. Well, it's not funny. I don't know why I'm saying it's funny, but it really does calm me down to doodle. It's almost like I turn my brain off, and that's really important to me. As somebody with anxiety, I constantly go over things in my head all the time. And if something's bothering me and I can't get it out of my head and it's like drowning me, I will doodle and it'll get me to just kind of zone in on something else. A lot of times I'll listen to documentaries or music while I doodle. Yeah, it just really, really helps ease that anxiety. So if you're going through anything, tough times, anxiety, depression, grief, whatever. I mean, even if you have like ADHD, things like that, doing something like this where you focus and you're kind of zoned out really helps ground you, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not a psychologist or anything, but, I mean, I have some of those conditions, so I get it and it works for me. All right, now it's time for the flip through. Now, keep in mind, this is just for funsies. Not all of these are masterpieces or any, in fact, none of them are. Some of them I haven't finished, some I haven't colored, but I'll let you guys enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed a little bit different kind of video. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Don't forget to drink some water and stay hydrated. Hit that thumbs up button and let me know that you saw my video and help a sister out. Have a fabulous day, and until next time, bye.